What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another type of video for you guys today. And today we are bringing back the creature builds. And, well, obviously you can see what we're going to be building today, the Velenosaur. So guys, we're going to go through a couple of builds that we've come up with for you guys that you can go about leveling your Velenosaurs if you want to do it like that. It's an optional. You don't have to go about doing it the way I've done it. This is just a little bit of a helper for you guys that aren't too sure on how to level these guys up. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the Velenosaur is a great mount to use because of his turret abilities. For example, that one and this one, where he can pretty much just melt through enemy dinos as well as wild dinos in a matter of seconds if you've leveled him up in enough melee damage and stamina. So guys, what we'll be doing today, like I said, is we'll be going through certain level ups that you can go through for your Velenosaur in order to ensure that they come out the strongest. Now, for this build, you want to make sure that you've got a high level Velenosaur. Our guy that we are on at the moment is a 150 wild tame, and you can see here that these are his stats without a level up applied to them. So he's got pretty crummy health, pretty crummy stamina. It looks like all his points went into food. He's got decent weight and semi-okay melee damage. So guys, for this build, first you're going to want to make sure that you have plenty of experience points for him, or you've just been leveling him up and just do it over time. So all you need to do is make sure you've got some experience on the guy. Now you can see there we've got 47 points available to us. Now this first role that we're going to be showing you guys is the scout role. You guys, if you've watched the previous dino build videos that we've done, the scout role always appears. Like, it's just a role that appears for every dino because every dino has one. So for this build, you want to kind of distribute your points evenly among all his stats. So you want to get your health to about 4k, 5k is a solid amount of health because that'll ensure that you're able to put up a fight against most things. Stamina as well, you kind of want to level up to at least 2k because if you're going to be utilizing his tail swing as well as his turret mode, you will need that extra stamina. Weight is entirely optional and you don't need to go about leveling it if you don't want to. 539 weight is a decent amount. Me, myself, I'd probably pump it up to about 600. Just so you've got that extra luxury of carrying extra weight on yourself and the Velenosaur. Now, melee damage and movement speed as well. You want to bump up melee damage a slight amount because it'll help, you know, obviously deal with enemy dinos and everything like that. Movement speed then is entirely up to you as well. All these things are entirely up to you guys. I just provide ways in order to help you. So movement speed, I'm going to pump it up a little bit here as well. So that's 47 points distributed through our Velenosaur. Now he does move slightly faster due to that extra points we put into movement speed, but he will also deal extra damage as well as fire longer because of the points that we have put into stamina and melee damage. As well as that, the health also helps because, well, if you ever get into a fight with corrupted dinos, you're going to need as much health as possible because those suckers swarm the crap out of you. So the scout build is great for maneuvering through the terrain, dealing with any enemy dinos that come face to face with you, and just exploring the extinction map. So guys, the first build on the list is the scout build. Let's move on to the next ones. Alrighty guys, this next role that we've got for the Velenosaur is the base defender role. Now, you can see here we've got 50 points available to us, and this guy has a very similar stats to the other Velenosaur that we were riding on earlier. You can see that he's got a little bit more stamina, a little bit more melee damage as well, which is great. Now, for the base defender role, you pretty much just want to bump up melee damage as much as possible. Melee damage, health, and stamina are going to be your two main priorities. So 450, 500 melee damage is plenty of melee damage. You can also level up stamina as well, and you can see there, probably get up to about 3k for these because it will definitely help. Then you will want to get health as well because if defenders or attackers are coming into your base, you want your Velenosaur to survive the initial onslaught. So guys, when you get intruders coming to your base, you can see there that the Velenosaur will deal 80 damage to them. Just our one anyway. So we're going to enable turret mode. We're also going to set him to aggressive. And there we go. You can see there that just like that he killed it. But it didn't look like, I'm pretty sure I read something that melee damage doesn't actually count when turret mode is activated. So you saw earlier that we were actually hitting 80 on the defense drone, but when we hopped off him for the turret mode, he didn't actually deal 80 damage. He only dealt 20 damage. So we're going to change this to aggressive and we're going to check it out. So I think we've got a couple of capros over here. So let's come over here Alright, we're gonna, whoop, that's the wrong button. Megalanius, sorry. So we're gonna unload into these guys, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump off here and see if he fires at him. So he's set to aggressive mode. There we go. Yes. So, okay. So when you actually scale the melee damage of your Venusaur into turret mode, it doesn't actually come over. So you saw there that he was only dealing 13 damage to the Megalania, whereas before when we were using our turret mode, it was only dealing 54 damage. So you do have to be careful with that. And if that's the case, then you will just want to pump up solely melee damage, not melee damage, sorry, health on your Venusaur, because if leveling up melee damage doesn't have any effect on his turret mode, then you're going to be wasting the points by putting them into melee damage. Unless you're going to physically sit on your Venusaur in turret mode like that, that is an option if you want to go about doing it like that. But you can see here, he's only dealing 20 damage with his turret mode, which is a lot lower than his actual thingy. But you can see that he's still doing his little swinging attack, which is great. But yeah, as you guys saw, it doesn't actually, melee damage doesn't actually carry over into his turret mode. So you will just mainly want to pump up health on him so that he can survive any potential intruders that come into the base and try to take him out. Because believe me, they will be trying to take out your Venusaurs. So guys, that's pretty much all there is for the Venusaur in terms of build. Like, you know, I could go on and on and on and ramble about random ass builds that no one's ever going to use and random stats to put it in. Like, you can go fishing with this guy. All you need to do is pump up his oxygen. Yeah, no, don't do that. That's going to be a waste of time. So guys, we're going to wrap up the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below for more. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.